may dalawa po siyang hawak. Meron siyang grade 1, meron siyang grade 2. So again, mag-a-assign na naman po si school head kung ano ang sasagutan ni teacher. Kung grade 1 po or grade 2. No po? Kung grade 1 or grade 2, kung may tatlo siya. So, i-assign po yon ni principal. Kailangan po kasi yung teacher, isa lang ang kanyang pwedeng sagutan. Okay? And then, region. Tapos po, pipili lang po tayo pagdating sa region ng region 3. Tapos, our division, Angeles City. Tapos, yung school po, siyempre, kung ang school ninyo, Angeles City Science High School, ilalagay nyo po Angeles City Science High School. Now, under this po, siyempre, pipili si teacher kung nasaan po siyang, anong kategory po ng school niya. Small school, medium school, large school, or mega school. So, for elementary level po, ang small school po, dapat meron siyang 9 and below number of teachers. Okay? Pag po sa NCR, nandyan po. Ano? Pag national po, nandyan din. For medium school, 10 to 29 teachers. For large school, 30 to 50 teachers. For mega school, 51 and above. Now, how about po for secondary level? Small school, 9 and below. Medium school, 10 to 25 teachers. Large school, 26 to 100. Mega school, 101 and above. And then, sufficiency of MELCs, part 2 na po ito. So, the following items intend to determine the sufficiency of the MELCs in terms of coverage, progression, learners' preparation, and their 21st century skills acquisition. Now, in here po, si teacher, pipili po siya dito, no? Indicate your response on the following items using the scale below. So 5 po, pag strongly agree, 4 pag agree, 3 disagree, 2 strongly disagree, 1 no chance to observe. So the first one po, the MELCs in my learning area per quarter can be covered. Ano po bang ibig sabihin po noon? Yung po bang lahat ng MELCs doon na binigay sa inyo, na-cover po ba ninyo lahat? Di po ba we have our learning activity sheets? Yung po bang lahat ng mga learning activity sheets na yon, napasagutan nyo po ba sa ating mga learners or nabasa po ba nila or nakapag-online po ba kayo sa kanila lahat ng mga most essential learning competencies na meron tayo po noon per quarter? Na-cover po ba lahat? And then number 2, the MELCs consider the prerequisite knowledge and skills which are emphasized in the lower grade levels. So, ano po ba yon? Anong na-observe nyo doon? So, pipili po kayo kung 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then number 3, the MELCs are aligned with the content standards in the grade level. So, alam naman po natin what do we mean when we are talking about content standards. Di po pa ang content standards, ito po yung kailangang malaman ng mga bata. Yung po bang kailangang malaman ng mga bata, na-cover po ba ng binigay nilang MELCs? Ganun po, naka-align po ba yung kailangan nilang malaman, no? Kailangan nilang ma-learn? Naka-align po ba yon talaga? Yung mga MELCs, naka-align po ba talaga sila? So, kailangan nyo pong sabihin nyo, no? Kung 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yung performance standards, what do we mean by this? The MELCs are aligned with the performance standards in the grade level. So, we know po what we mean when we are talking about performance standards. Kung sa content standards, ito yung kailangan nilang malaman, di po ba? Ngayon, yung kailangan po ba nilang malaman na de-demonstrate po ba nila yon? Na ipapakita po ba nila? Or meron po ba kayong nakitang improvement, no? Dun sa mga yon, kasi kailangan niyang maipakita, mai-demonstrate, yung kailangan niyang matutuhan, na i-demonstrate po ba niya nung sinagutan niya yung kanyang mga learning activity sheets o kaya po yung mga modules niya? Kasi po yung content standards, as what I've said earlier, ito yung kailangang matutuhan ng mga bata. Tapos pagkatapos nasa CG po yan, di po ba yung performance standards, kailangang maipakita ng bata kung yung dapat niyang matutuhan, nakuha niya, na-demonstrate po ba niya, naipakita po ba niya. So syempre makikita po natin yan sa mga learning activity sheets or dun sa mga modules na binigay natin sa mga bata. Number 5, the MELCs are aligned with the grade level standards. Naka-align po ba sila sa grade level natin? Number 6, the MELCs give me time to promote mastery of the knowledge and skills among learners. Ano po ba ang na-observe nyo doon? Number 7, the MELCs reflect the learning of 21st century skills. Sa palagay niyo po ba, yung mga MELCs na yan, madidevelop pa rin yung mga 21st century skills ng ating mga learners? Number 8, the MELCs prepare the learners for the next grade level. Ready po kaya yung mga learners natin, let's say po nasa kinder siya ngayon, ready po ba kaya siyang mag-grade 1, no? Dahil dun sa mga most essential learning competencies that we have po sa kinder, o kaya kung grade 6 po siya ngayon, ready po kaya yung bata na mag-grade 7 next year? Number 9, the MELCs allow me to plan for and meet the individual learner's needs and interest. Sa palagay niyo po ba, nagawa yon ng mga most essential learning competencies natin? Kailangan po ibigay niyo yung talagang sagot para po alam ng CO kung ano ang kanilang gagawin talaga. Okay? And then, eto po sa number 3 na po tayo, effects of MELCs in teaching and learning process. So number 1, what learning modalities do you mostly employ? So dito po, choose all that apply. Kung yung apat na yan po ginamit ninyo, di i-check po ng lahat, i-check po lahat ng mga teachers kung ginamit po nila yung self-learning module, online learning, TV-based instruction, radio-based instruction. So pwede po silang mag-check ng apat kung gusto nila ng 3, 2, or 1. Number 2, rank the following platforms mechanism based on the frequency of use in communicating with your learners. So 5 po as the most frequently used and 1 as the least frequently used. So halimbawa po, ang laging ginagamit ni teacher, SMS, di yun po yung 1 niya. O kung ang ginagamit po niya yung printed handwritten letter, kung yun, di 1 po yun. Halimbawa, number 1, SMS. So, ilalagay niya 1. 2, yung printed handwritten. Tapos, phone call. 3, online messaging. 4, and 5, others. So, yun po ang ilalagay ni teacher. Number 3, ito din po sa number 3, ang ilalagay po, pipili si teacher ng 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alam na po natin kapag 5, ano. So, number 3, regardless of the learning modalities I employ, all competencies in my learning area can be taught during crisis situation. So lahat daw po ba ng mga competencies pwedeng ituro pag merong ganitong situation? So pipili po kayo ng 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No? Pakisabi din po sa mga teachers natin. Number 4, all competencies in my learning area can be assessed. Bawa si teacher, ito yung learning competency. Meron dun po ba sa learning activity sheets o kaya dun sa modules, lahat po ba ng competencies doon na-assess po ba? No, kailangan pong alamin yon. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And number 5, what distance learning modality do you find facilitative, helpful, efficient in teaching your subject given the current setup? Tick all that apply. Ano po kaya ang dito na talagang very helpful po siya, very efficient po siya? Ito po yon, self-learning module, online learning, TV-based instruction, radio-based instruction, others. Pwede po kayong maglagay kung ano po yung pwede. So tick all that apply din po. And then, ito na po yung issues and gaps in the MELCs implementation. To what extent do you agree with the following sentences about the issues and gaps in the implementation of MELCs? So again, gagamitin na naman po natin yung 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No? So number 1, there are important learning competencies in the K-12 curriculum guide that were not included in the MELCs. So meron po bang mga learning competencies na talagang kailangan na kailangan sila pero hindi po sila na-include sa MELCs? Kasi po kayong mga teachers po, no, based sa experience po ninyo, pakisabi din po sa mga school heads po, pakisabi din po sa mga teachers natin. Meron po bang mga learning competencies na kailangan pero hindi po siya na-include sa MELCs? Now, number 2, there are MELCs which cover broad topics that need unpacking and tasking. So halimbawa po, kasi po sa mathematics, hindi na kailangan talaga pong naka-unpack na silang lahat, kaya lang medyo marami. Sa science po ba, meron pa bang kailangang i-unpack? Kasi nga po, very broad yung kanyang topic. Kailangan pa po bang i-unpack yon? No? Number 3, there are MELCs which are too specific that can no longer be translated into learning objectives. So ito naman po, very specific sila, too specific sila, tapos hindi mo na sila matatranslate into what? Learning objectives. Now, number 4, based on your experience, which among the following factors helped in the implementation of MELCs? So, choose all that apply. Alin po dito yung nakatulong po, no? Sa experience po ninyo sa pag-i-implement po ng MELCs? Number 1, ito po, learning modality, learning environment, internet connectivity, availability of learning resources, preparedness of teachers, parental support, adult supervision, class programming, school support, LGU support, technical assistance from SDOs, assessment mechanism, capacity building. Kung meron pa po kayong maisip, pwera dyan sa mga nakasulat, pwede nyo pong ilagay. Okay? And then, ito na po yung survey ngayon, yung actual online tool natin. Sample lang po ito, no? So, survey on the most essential learning competencies implementation. So, dear respondent, the Department of Education, through the Bureau of Curriculum Development, seeks your feedback on the implementation of the most essential learning competencies. This survey will help the Bureau obtain vital information that will be useful in formulating future curriculum policy. So responses will be kept strictly confidential and will be shared only with the Bureau BCD conducting the study, following, of course, the RA 10173 or the Data Privacy Act of 2012. So ito po yung gagamitin nyo, no? Forward button po itong nasa babang ito to proceed to the next page. Choose only one subject and grade level in responding to the questions. Di po ba sabi ko sa inyo, pag nag-respond po kayo dito, kailangan po pipili lang ng si school head po ang mag-a-assign kung anong subject po magre-respond si teacher at kung anong grade level din po siya magre-respond dun sa mga questions niya. So, eto na po yan kapag may tinatanong like for example, what is your name? Let's say Juan de la Cruz, tapos pipili lang po siya ng kanyang gender dito, tick lang po niya yon. Dito naman po may drop down buttons tayo para dun sa age range ni teacher, pipili lang po siya. And what grade level are you teaching? Kung 4, sabi ko nga po, pipili ng isa na inassign ni school head sa kanya. Okay po? So yan, may mga drop-down buttons po tayo. So let's say, what is your gender? Pipili lang po si teacher dito. Kung male, female, other. So siguro po, hindi ko na kailangang i-discuss ito. What is your age range? Tapos, how many years of teaching experience in basic education do you have? What grade level are you teaching? Ayan po, more than, dito drop-down buttons din yung pipili lang po si teacher. Yung button lang po, no? Drop-down button lang po siya. Now, again, A survey on the most essential learning competencies. What subject are you teaching? So, pipili din si teacher dyan. Tapos, what is your school name? So, nandun na po kagad, hindi na po kailangang isulat ni teacher. Na, like for example, Angeles City Science High School, nandun na po yon. Hindi po niya isusulat. What division is your school in? Ganun din po. Kung Angeles City, pipiliin lang po ni teacher. What region is your school in? Siyempre po, sa Region 3 tayo. Dito pipili po si teacher. Okay? And then, what is your school size? No, kanina po kasi sinabi ko na yan, yung small, 9 and below, medium 10, 25, large 26 to 100 teachers, mega 101 and above. Iba po yung sa mga elementary, pwera lang po dun sa 9 and below, dun sa small. Tingnan nyo po yung binigay ko kanina kung ilan, small, medium, large, mega, yung mga eskwelahan sa secondary po. And then, sufficiency on most essential learning competencies. The following items intend to determine the sufficiency of the MELCs in terms of coverage, progression, learners, preparation, and their 21st century skills acquisition. To what extent do you agree with the following items? So, eto po yun. The MELCs in my learning area per quarter can be covered. Di po ba, diniscuss ko na yan kanina? Strongly agree, agree, disagree, strongly disagree. Pipili lang po si teacher. Tapos, the MELCs consider the prerequisite knowledge and skills which are emphasized in the lower grade level. Pipili din lang po si teacher. The MELCs are aligned with the content standards in the grade level. Na-discuss na po yan kanina. The MELCs are aligned with the performance standards in the grade level. The MELCs give me time to promote mastery of the knowledge and skills among learners. So pipili po tayo, strongly agree, agree, disagree, strongly disagree, no chance to observe. The MELCs reflect the learning of 21st century skills. Ayan po yung nasa tool natin. And then, the knowledge and skills contained in the MELCs prepare the learners for the next grade level. Tapos nandyan din po, the MELCs reflect the learning of 21st century skills. Tapos, the MELCs allow me to plan for and meet the individual learner's needs and interest. Ayan po siya. Pipili lang tayo. Tapos dito naman po, effects of MELCs in the teaching and learning process. So yung mga modalities naman po dito. What modalities do you commonly employ? So pipili po si teacher kahit ilan. Regardless of the learning modalities I employ, all competencies in my learning area can be taught during crisis situation. Pwede po kaya iyon during crisis situations? Pwede po bang maituro lahat ng mga competencies? Tapos, rank the following platforms. Ayan po, no? Mechanisms based on the frequency of use in communicating with your learners. Ayan po, nakarank na po sila. Kung ito yung 1, 2, kasi po dito nakalagay yung 1 kasi as the least frequency use. So yung through the barangay person, yung others po, dinagay niya. So 1, 2, ito po yung 3, 4, 5. Kayo po ang bahala doon. All learning competencies in my learning area can be assessed. Lahat po ba yung diniscuss ko kanina, ano? Now, to what extent do you agree with the following sentences about the issues and gaps in the implementation of MELCs? There are important learning competencies in the K-12 curriculum guide that were not included in the MELCs. Kagaya po ng sinabi ko kanina. Based on your experience, which among the following factors help in the implementation of the MELCs? So pipili lang po kayo dito. Choose all that apply. Okay po. Ayan, o, tinik lang po ito. So, si teacher magtitik lang po siya dyan. And then, survey, yan na po yun. No? Yung survey po natin hanggang doon lang po siya. Ngayon po, kailan po ba mag-start ang survey na to? So, mag-start po yung survey mula Feb 15 to March 15, 2025. 2021. Ito po yung ating link for the online survey. Ngayon po, kanya po si CEO gusto po niya tayong i-orient dito. Gusto niya rin po niya tayong lahat na malaman ito kasi po kailangan po nila yung mga sagot ng ating mga teachers, no? Ngayon po, syempre po, kayo na po ang magdi-disseminate ng information po sa ating mga teachers. Kasi nga po, gusto nila.